Welcome, welcome, welcome to day 3. Today's intention is pranayama. Pranayama is the practice of intentional, sacred breath control. Pranayama seems like a complex thing sometimes, but in actuality, it's quite simple. All that pranayama requires is that we breathe, which we do all the time, but we don't often do it mindfully, intentionally, with purpose. The body breathes as a necessity. The body breathes as a way of letting us know that we are alive, that we are here, that we are present, that there's more than what we thought. Breathing allows us to know there's something else happening here. It's not just the mundane goings-on of the world around us, but when we stop and we breathe it in, it's a reminder that there's something deeper happening in here. When we breathe, it's not just to nourish the blood and circulate positive energy to the brain. It's not so much the science of breathing that matters here, it's the intention of breathing. And pranayama is breath control, meaning we intentionally practice different types of breathing, suspending the breath, increasing the pace of the breath, slowing down the pace of the breath, breathing in weird ways where we put our thumbs in our ears the way we did in our first course. One thing I love about pranayama is that it is a way for us to get grounded, get centered really quick. Because how often do you find yourself out in the world, anxious, stressed out, depressed, angry, frustrated, all the above. And your body does what? It takes a deep breath. It takes a couple of deep breaths. Otherwise you'd hyperventilate and then you pass out. And we don't have time for that. So we're going to talk a little bit more about pranayama, just breaking down exactly what the meaning is. Prana means life force. It is literally the thing that breathes us. The ultimate creator of the universe breathes through us as us. And the pathway to that is prana. So yama is withholding or abstaining or controlling. And so we put the two together and we have pranayama. What I know for sure is one of the most powerful tools of meditation for me has been pranayama, has been the recognition of my breath, has been the control of my breath. I grew up as a child with asthma, so to know now that I can breathe my way into a peaceful place, it's a wonderful thing. So for today's meditation, what we're going to do is we're going to tap into some different types of pranayama that you can use to help bring you into a meditative state. There are types of pranayama that are meant to activate the brain and help you push through a really challenging yoga class or a really stressful meeting at work. There's types of pranayama that are meant to cause a tingling sensation through the body, or types to help you calm down. And that's what we're going to talk about here. So we're going to cover a couple types of pranayama. The first one is suspended breath, which I believe we may be familiar with a little bit from our first course. But the benefit of practicing suspended breath pranayama is that it allows us to tap into the part of our minds that are often connected to anxiety. If you've ever experienced a panic attack or an anxiety attack, you know what happens in the body. You start to feel like you can't breathe. You start to feel like your heart is pounding. You start to feel like you can't reach for the next positive thought or good feeling. You're already starting to hold your breath. The more anxious you become. So in suspended breath, you breathe in through the nose, just through the tip of the nose, and as you do so, the belly expands, filling up with air, and then you hold it for as long as you like. While you're practicing suspended breath, while you're practicing this type of pranayama and meditation, notice your thoughts. What comes up in your mind as you're holding your breath? Are you worried the next one's not going to come? Are you counting how long you've been holding it? Or are you just sitting back as an observer and allowing it to be suspended? The second type of pranayama that we practice often in meditation is what some might call Ujjayi breath. And Ujjayi breath is a victorious breath. It's a very powerful breath. It's a breath that we use often in a movement or yoga practice as well. So Ujjayi breath is also breathing in through the nose. But as we exhale, there's a slight constriction in the back of the throat that sounds like, remember when you would like fog up a window with your breath? Well, in Ujjayi breath, when you breathe out, it's as if you're fogging up a window with your breath, but your mouth is closed. It's kind of funny, right? A lot of pranayama kind of makes you look goofy, but it feels so good. And the last type of pranayama that we practice in meditation is what I like to call the bumblebee breath. And the bumblebee breath is fun. It's also a good way for you to tune out the outside world if you're having a hard time. So what you do for the bumblebee breath is you bring your hands up like this. You take these 3 fingers, you place them just over the eyes, and then you take your thumbs and just plug the ears. So you just press down on the little flap on your ears and close your ears. Let the fingertips just rest on the eyes, not pressing too hard. Then you take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to hum, sounding like a bee, right? So deep inhale, exhale, big breath in. And release. Blink the eyes open. Probably felt kind of silly, right? The benefit of the bumblebee breath is that if you're in a space where you're ready to pop off, your patience level is at a 0, somebody has pushed you over the edge, the bumblebee breath can bring you back. Because what happens is that you're closing the eyes, as we do in most meditation, but you're covering the ears. And even as you cover the ears, you might notice the outside world behind you starts to get a little quieter, a little further away. And when you add the hum, what we're doing is we're activating the Om vibration. And the Om vibration, the Om sound, is said to be the vibration of the universe. So as we close our ears and close our eyes to the outside world, this breath allows us to come right back to center really quickly. So you can try a couple different styles of pranayama with your practice today. You might try a combination of all 3 if that's what you're feeling into today. So as we close out for our meditation, I'm going to guide you through a pranayama breathing exercise. It will look and feel slightly different than other meditations we've done so far, but I think you'll enjoy it. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat if you have not already. Take 3 big inhales and exhales just out, in, through the nose. And after your 3rd breath, allow the eyes to fall closed if they have not already. Place just the right hand over the heart and the left hand just above the belly button. Begin to notice the rise and fall as the inhales and exhales enter and exit the body. Feel as the belly expands, pressing the hand away. And notice as the belly contracts, drawing the palm of your hand towards the spine. Continuing allowing your hands to remain connected to your heart center and the belly, the solar plexus, your core. With the heart and the core connected, start to notice a warming sensation in the palms of your hands. As you breathe in and out, begin to activate your heart chakra. Feel the heartbeat as it vibrates beneath the palm of your hand. Feel the belly expand and contract as you activate. Feel the power building inside of your body as you breathe. Giving yourself permission to remember the power of your breath. The prana energy, the life force that is flowing through you and around you at all times. Allow yourself to be in this sensation, in this moment of simply breathing. Without expectation, without judgment. Honor your breath. Allow yourself to feel grace and gratitude as each passing breath exits the body. Be with this experience, knowing that the next breath is not guaranteed. So as it approaches, as each inhale makes its way in, allow yourself to feel gratitude and thanksgiving for the simplicity of your breath. Remaining here in this moment. In the end, you will hear the sound of the bell. In the meantime, allow yourself to remain connected to the rhythm and flow of your breath. Breathing into the heart, breathing out of the belly. Finding comfort in the quiet. Settling into this safe, quiet, and sacred space. tops of the knees with the palms facing up. Begin to deepen and lengthen the inhale and exhale. Turning the head from left to right. Bringing the chin down toward the chest. As you honor yourself for remaining open, for remaining available. Honor your breath with appreciation and gratitude for its presence and power within your body. Bring the palms together at the heart. I honor you for being who you are as you are. I proclaim peace, prosperity, and pure joy over your life as I do mine. Namaste.